Hello, this is Svetlana Shepitsina, and today we will learn how to create horizontal and vertical scroll functionality for FEMA US views. I'm using Web Story Map shortcuts and autohot keys during my work. All of them you can find in my video description on YouTube and download. For our mobile application, we created functionality when we have possibility to switch our views vertically or horizontally. And you can see that all our views are similar except home view, so we created template for our views. It's common slide views, and in this template we have two methods for creating background and content. In each method we have modifier and surface with options, and from background surface we pipe all our events that we want to manage to our common slide view using event output Alt-B input, and you can see that it's from famous generic sync. And here we have two objects, event input and event output, created from event handler. And generic sync gives us possibility to manage several events at the same time. And in order to give him this possibility to handle events that we pipe from surfaces, we need to require it on main scroll view. It's our page view, and here is our generic sync. And also we said we require mouse, touch, and scroll events from famous inputs. After that, we need to register events that we want to handle using a generic sync register method. And then we create object generic sync, pass these events, and when creating content we give this property sync and set it to generic sync Alt-B. Here it is, and we create content from another view. It's content scroll. Here it is, and you will have possibility to find all code on my planker. It will not work like normal, like planker should work, but I found it's a very convenient way to store files for tutorials. So we come back to our template. When we created a view from our when we created common slide view, pipe event from background surface to our common slide view, then we export our module and then require common slide view inside next view, common page view. Here it is, and also we need to require LightBox easing for our animation. And with LightBox we will swipe our views horizontally. And inside constructor we can find three methods. It's for creating slides, handling swipes, and initial state for our views. Start from creating slides. Here we create a new instance from our common slide view, set background, content, and pipe events to our common page view using event output. And also we create LightBox object and pass properties using options LightBox opts from our default options. And here we use LightBox opts, and also we have possibility to use it separately only in transform, out transform. And I will show you on handle swipe Alt-B, and when we handle swipe we run two methods here, next view or previous view, and here they are. Here we use our LightBox options on method from LightBox set options. And in order to swipe to next page, we just set in transform to in transform, and the same with out transform. But to swipe to previous page, we need to set them vice versa, in transform to out transform, in order to have this natural animation on swiping horizontally. And we have also methods hide and show from LightBox to manage our horizontal swipe. And as you can see, we run this method from handle swipe, but before we need to define, since we're using horizontal and vertical scroll functionality on our application, we need to decide whether user is going to scroll horizontally or vertically. And we're doing this using sync on and event method. It has function with data. Data is our inputs, and this data has property delta. Again, run shortcut Alt-B, and delta is from our FEMA US inputs. You can see here references, and here we create properties: vertical shift absolute, horizontal shift absolute, and is vertical Boolean variable. And for vertical shift we have index 1, for horizontal 0, and we set is vertical if vertical shift absolute more than horizontal, and if it's, we define that it's horizontal in this case for our LightBox, and if it's horizontal we need to decide whether we need to run method for next view or previous view, and we do all this is done for us on data delta. We just set if delta is less than 0, and then it's next view, otherwise it's previous view. And the last method from this view is initial state. For our view it's current index 0, and also functionality for LightBox. And then when everything is done, we require our common page view from content scroll. Here it is, common page view, and home page view is from separate template. And we need to assign event handler here, and don't forget to require it. And on content scroll we also require scroll container, and using scroll container creates a container surface with a scroll view automatically added. So requiring scroll container, we can use this object scroll view, set options method to our scroll view that is created by scroll container, and it's very useful to use scroll container for creating our scroll functionality, because it doesn't render views that are beyond the visible screen, and gives possibility to move the scroll view more easily by applying modifiers to the parent container surface. and we set options to our scroll view here, and also in our content scroll we after assign event handler, it's all done, and here we connect each page eventually to our generic sync, and we create about us, demographic view and clients page, and pass sync with option sync, and also pipe our events to options sync, and that's all about content scroll. And the last moment, that on page view we also have method that manage end event from generic sync, and here we also define whether our scroll vertical or horizontal, and in this case it's vertical, and also we move to next or previous page, and here are our methods, and in this case we use ScrollView. For swiping horizontally we use Fema US LightBox, and for swiping vertically we use Fema US ScrollView from scroll container. And also don't forget to pipe event output to event input to event output. Here it is. And if I delete this line, events will be not piped up from the page view, and when I reload our application, our navigation functionality will not work since events are not piped. And that's it for today. Thank you. Bye bye.